Okay, I just did a reading, and there may have been some shenanigans in the Tennessee election. Okay. There may be a whistleblower coming forward eventually. But I'm going to pull the cards again and look. What happened with Tennessee elections? Okay, now I've got a new way of reading. Let's see. The center of it is about her holding on to the action. What's crossing it is figuring out the next move. These are her choices in life. And there is charging forward. Okay, so coming into it, we have an investigation looking deeper when it comes to what was overturned. Future, what's being built. When it comes to controlling an action, above it, we have the leadership and some false tales. Foundation, Project 2025, I keep getting that. And yeah, their desires to push it. Desires to push Project 2025 by all means. Somebody above it all is telling fishtails, put out something. We have her in the center of it, the actions, choices made in life. Coming into it, an investigation as to what was overturned, what's there. Future, working on controlling an action. What's crossing all of this is, again, the fight continuing forward, figuring out the next move when it comes to her holding on to power, what she's doing in her life, the choices. But above it, we have the fishtails and the drama, the Project 2025, the things they're trying to sell, an investigation looking into what's been overturned. And again, trying to build this stuff of controlling an action. So something could be foul afoot. Something could be foul. We'll have to see. Unless it was just above it, the control of it was Trumpenstein putting out his lies and fishtails about her. That could be what that is too, to get it to be overturned. That she hates Christianity, she hates country music, she's, and that's what, this criminal does. He just lies about people, puts himself on a pedestal and lies. And unfortunately, there are a lot of gullible people out there that still believe this idiot. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, This afternoon is Hogalishi time. So I'm not going to do any more readings because I have no idea what is coming up this afternoon. So on that note, I'll leave that here and we'll see you online. Okay, sitting with that reading for a couple of seconds, it could have been the change was when Trump put out his lies and fishtails about what was going on with her. And the foundation was about saying that she hated Christianity. What was the other card with that? Oh, his desires, what he was pushing, that she hated Christianity, she hated country music, all the lies that Trump put out about her. Okay? It could be interpreted as that there are still the fools that believe everything that comes out of his mouth. And that could have been the deciding last-minute factor with it. Him coming out and just absolutely lying about this woman, about her faith. You know, and we still get those ones saying that Biden was not a Christian and Trump is such a great Christian, and Biden actually goes to church. Trump doesn't go to church. He doesn't go into church unless he has to. Remember the one, he was actually in a church and had to sit there, and the minister was saying, please have some compassion, and just the look on his face, and saying she should be fired. And he's outside of a church holding a Bible upside down. And the pastor in that church says, no, he never comes to church. Trump never comes to church. He's never been here. Okay? So this is that deceptive Antichrist being paraded as Christians. Antichrist agendas being paraded as being Christian. And genuine Christians being thrown under the bus. It's his absolute hatred and toxicity. And why there are those that absolutely believe everything that comes out of this con man's mouth is absolutely unbelievable. But then again, you know, if you've ever been in the Bible Belt and traveled and you go on, you hear what's on there. Nothing about Democrats. You only hear the Republican toxic agenda being put out there, especially by these so-called ministers when they're really Antichrist, darkness posing as the light. Like it says, you know, a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing, and that's what you get, and that's all you hear on the radio. You hear ones like Bannon, you hear ones like, what's his name? I don't even want to remember his name. So toxic. Guy with a gravelly voice that said, you know, the whole thing was a lie about the kids getting shot and everything. He just starts coming in and then it goes right out again. Alex Jones, that's it, Alex Jones. Ones like that. That's all you hear on the radios out there. So, and they listen to what? Fox. They listen to Fox News. So they're just being propagandized right and left. And that also could be what swayed the election. So on that note, I'll leave that here.